What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. So this coming Friday, I'm 110% sure we're going to be getting a brand new Team Affinity content drop in the game, and I'll show you why in a moment. So this video is a lot of speculation and guessing and predicting, but I do think that we're going to see team standouts come out Friday, and I'm going to go over all 32 NFL teams and give you one player that I think could be the team standout for that team. Now, real quick, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Also, down below in the comment section, let me know your favorite team and who you think or who you want to get the team standout card. And if you guys enjoy this video, also make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on, because some type of Team Affinity content is coming Friday, and we're going to have you covered when that drops. You want to turn that notification bell on so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos so you're not missing out on them. And again, make sure you hit that sub button. Quickly approaching 60,000 subs here on the YouTube. Thank you guys for all the support. So let's talk about the why. Why do we think a new Team Affinity drop is coming? Well, we saw this, right? At the end of Team Builders, there were these missions that expired, and the next day we got Team Diamonds. And the same thing holds true. We're in missions right now. If we go down to Team Affinity, the Team Diamond missions here, they expire on 11/4. 11/4 is Thursday morning. Last time when Team Builders were out, they expired in early October. Or was it October? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was early October. And then we got the Team Diamond drop. So these goals expiring on Thursday morning makes me believe on Friday morning we're going to get some type of Team Affinity. Now, we've gotten Team Builders already. We've gotten Team Diamonds. If we go back to last year's programs, Team Standouts was the other one, and that's the one that I'm going to go ahead and predict that we're going to be getting. Now, how do they work, or how will they work? We really don't know. We don't even know if these are actually coming out. Again, I think something Team Affinity base is coming out. We're just going to assume it's Team Standouts. So I pulled up one of my videos from last year and just paused it, and I just wanted to kind of show you here. So this is Series 3. Remember, we don't have series that come out anymore. We're just kind of getting content drops as they come. But with Team Standouts, the first drop that we got, they were 89 overall cards, and they came out in very early October, okay? Then the second one that we got, which are the kind of the screenshot we're taking a look at, those were 92 overalls, and we got those in very early December. So we're kind of in the middle of October and December right now. So what overall, if these team standouts, what overall will they be? I'm going to guess they're probably going to be like a 91. I don't think we're going to go revert backwards with Team Diamonds being 90 overalls. I'm hoping we're going to be pushing forward. It would be beautiful if we got 92 overall team standouts, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that they're 91 overalls. They're going to be sets similar to what we see here, kind of. I think they will more so mimic the MUT 22 content and sets that we've seen. So if we go into MUT 22 here, you know, we take a look at Team Builders. It required 6 items. It was 3 low elites and 3 high golds, and that was the same for every single team. Every single team had 2 Team Builders. Team Diamonds, a little bit different here in that it required, you know, a boatload of various cards for each team, but also those Team Builders were required. So what would Team Standouts look like? I think they would look more like Team Builders in a sense that they're going to require, you know, elites and golds, or maybe elites and more elites. So I really don't know how to prepare for these, and I'm going to wait until there's an official announcement to put out a video on how to prepare, but I think we would see a set similar to this, probably not including golds. So if you have some core elites or just low overall elites in your binder, I would not be selling them right now, because that's something that you could see spike up in price. Again, we will kind of predict and put out a video on how to prepare and the best ways to do so, but we want to make sure that it's officially announced before we do that, because I don't want you guys spending your coins and investing in things if it might not happen. But with all that being said, again, I'm going to say it again, I really feel confident that we're going to get team standouts or some type of Team Affinity content on Friday, just because of the Team Diamond missions expiring. So let's go through all 32 NFL teams and predict who we think is going to get a team standout for each one. Now remember, I don't watch your favorite NFL team as much as you do. I did a little bit of research, as much as I could do to make these predictions, but that's why the great part of this is that you guys can leave it down below in the comment section. So on your screen right now, Cardinals, I'm going to go with Christian Kirk. We're going to move right on to the Falcons. For the Falcons, we went with Jalen Hawkins. You know, I was just kind of looking through, like, you know, team leaders in various statistical categories, and Jalen Hawkins, I think, led the Falcons in interceptions, so we went with him. Ravens, I would love to see Lamar Jackson. Lamar needs an upgrade. I just don't know if this is the type of promo or content drop Lamar would get a card for. It feels like he would just be deserving of a bigger drop. So Mark Andrews is kind of my default answer there. I think Mark Andrews having a pretty good season so far. Moving on to the Bills, Star Lotulelei. There's not a ton of stats to back up how well he's playing, but every time that I watch the Bills play, he's just a monster in the middle of that defensive line. His best card is a gold card, so he could definitely use an upgrade. Panthers, Saturday night when I did a stream on Twitch, I asked everybody to name their favorite team and the card that they needed an upgrade, and there were a couple Panthers fans in there, and they all said DJ Moore, and I would have to agree with them. DJ Moore, really good season so far. Panthers got off to a hot start, cooled off, won the game this past weekend, so we're going with DJ Moore and the Panthers. We just finished up the Most Feared promo, and a lot of people thought Khalil Mack would be the card for the Bears. That did not happen. I'll be honest, I looked it up. He has 7 sacks so far this season. I didn't know that he was playing that well. He kind of feels like he's forgotten a little bit. He's always been a beast, but just haven't heard his name as much. At least I haven't. So Khalil Mack is going to be our choice for the Bears. Here we go. This is the one that everybody's been asking for. Bengals, Jamar Chase. He didn't get that Team of the Week card last week after such a great performance, so we're going with Jamar Chase as the Bengals team standout. The Browns, Baker Mayfield. His best card out there, I think, is an 80 overall core elite, so we're going to go with Baker for the Browns. And the Cowboys, this one, I feel like maybe Dak is going to get a Thanksgiving or Harvest promo card, and undoubtedly he needs an upgrade. But, you know, we're going to go with Dak right now because he needs an upgrade. Cowboys need a card to pick, right? And Dak just seems like the right choice. But kind of like I said earlier with Lamar Jackson, Dak might get a card on a bigger promo. For the Broncos, we're going to go with Melvin Gordon. He's having a solid season for the Broncos. Another thing that I kind of looked at was guys who have a core elite and haven't gotten an upgrade since then. And I think Melvin Gordon kind of fell into that space. Moving on to the Lions, Amani, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. It was tough finding cards for the Lions. I mean, who was standing out on an 0-8 team? But we found one at least. I was going to go with TJ Hawkinson, but we'll go with Amani instead. For the Packers fans tell me this Eric Stokes guy is pretty good at football. So we're going to go ahead and rock with him, Eric Stokes for the Packers. For the Texans, another awful team, and you would think it's very hard to find somebody that stands out from such an awful team. But Jonathan Greenard, I probably killed his last name there. I think he has 7 sacks on the season. He leads the team in sacks, and the number was kind of high compared to the league average from what I saw. So he's going to get a card. The Colts, Michael Pittman. He is the leading receiver for the Colts. He's had back-to-back pretty good games. Bad loss, bad throw by Carson Wentz on Sunday against the Titans. But Michael Pittman, he's put up a couple touchdowns over the last couple weeks, having himself a good season. Up to this point, we have 0 offensive linemen guessed on this video, and I don't really even know how to kind of look up statistical things to pick an offensive lineman guy to get an upgrade who deserves one. But Brandon Linder is going to be our choice for the Jags. Moving on to the Chiefs, Mike Dana. I believe he leads them in sacks, or he's number 2 on the list. It was hard to find an upgrade for the Chiefs, surprisingly. Maybe their offensive line gets upgraded as well. For the Raiders, Hunter Renfrow, he's having himself a really, really good season. Henry Ruggs balling as well, but he got a card versus Hunter Renfrow has not recently, so he's going to need one. Chargers, I went with Derwin James, and I kind of went just off his name alone. Kind of surprised we're in November now and no Derwin James upgrade just yet. For the Rams, I went with Darrell Henderson. Now, he recently got a Team of the Week, like an 81 overall card, but I mean, he's running the ball very effectively for the Rams, over 500 yards on the season, and I think he deserves an upgrade, a better upgrade than what he got already. The Dolphins, I guess I just picked Tua by default. I really don't have any reasoning other than I couldn't find anybody else, and it just feels like maybe EA would give Tua a card. Staying with quarterbacks, moving on to the Vikings, Kirk Cousins. You know, I didn't watch a ton of last night's game, but I know the Vikings obviously lost, and they didn't put up a ton of points, but up until, or at least before last night, Kirk Cousins was having a pretty solid season, so we're going to go with him. His best card, I think, is a 79 gold for the Patriots. I haven't watched a ton of Patriots football, but it seems like every time they are on the TV and I'm looking at it, Damian Harris is just running people over and running straight forward, and he's having a pretty good season for the Pats on the ground so far, so we're going to go with Damian Harris. For the Saints, Demario Davis having a good season, another one of those guys who started the year out with a core elite, and I don't believe he's gotten an upgrade since then, so we'll rock with him. For the Giants, I think all Giants fans would agree with this. Kadarius Toney, the young rookie wide receiver, started out very, very well, so we're going to go with him. For the Jets, I, by default, just went with another offensive lineman, Mekhi Becton. No other reasoning behind the fact that I just couldn't find another team. For my Eagles, fly Eagles fly, we're going to go with Javon Hargrave. Now, I'm pretty sure EA will not give him a card, but if anybody is standing out on this terrible football team so far this year, it has to be Javon Hargrave, so we're going to rock with him. Moving on to the Steelers, a lot of Steelers fans are going to want me to say TJ Watt, but I just think he gets a card bigger than a promo like this. And in this case, I'm going to go with Najee Harris, who is also, I mean, he's a rookie, he's having a great season. Remember, we mentioned Harris, we mentioned Jamar Chase earlier in the video. These guys had rookie premieres coming into the game, into the year. Those rookie premier cards do not upgrade. If they do get new cards, they would just be that, new cards. 49ers, we're going to go with Nick Bosa. He has either 6 or 7 sacks on the season. He leads the team in sacks, and his first upgrade was back when the MUT Superstars promo came out, so he might get another one soon. For the Seattle Seahawks, Quandre Diggs, I think he got another interception this past Sunday or yesterday. He's got 3 or 4 on the season, leads the Seahawks there in that category, so Quandre Diggs. For the Bucs, I just went with Tristan Wirfs because he's another core elite offensive lineman who hasn't gotten an upgrade, and he's a pretty good player, and I think it would be an upgrade. We need more right tackles in the game anyway. For the Titans, we're going to go with Jeffrey Simmons. Not many reasons behind that. I think he's up there in sacks with the team behind Harold Landry, who's just having a stunning, a great season so far. He's getting to the quarterback a lot. And then finally, I'm being pressured into this pick here. For Washington, I'm going to go with Scary Terry McLaurin because all the Washington fans, they come in my chat and just people in general say, when is Scary Terry getting an upgrade? So we're just going to go ahead and predict it by default there. There's all 32 NFL teams and who I think is going to get a team standout. You guys let me know yours down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.